This episode of the Neurodivergent Experience is brought to you by RTN Mental Health Solutions. With up to a 5-year waiting list for autism and ADHD assessments via the NHS, and that's even if you get a referral from your GP, getting an assessment in the UK has never been harder. So if you're like me and can't wait anymore, going private may be the best option for you. RTN offers online assessments for kids aged 6 right up to adults, with prices starting at £900. To make it more accessible, RTN can offer payment plans up to 5 months. You can access their remote services from the comfort of your home anywhere in the UK, and RTN offers group and one-to-one counselling, a private route to access ADHD medication following the assessment, and will even fight for you if your GP doesn't accept the results. So if you live in the UK and can't wait to get an assessment, go to www.rtnmentalhealthsolutions.com and use the discount code RTN23, making it even more affordable for all of our listeners to get an autism and ADHD assessment.
Hello and welcome to the Neurodivergent Experience. I'm your host, Jordan James, a neurodivergent specialist and photographer, and I'm joined by my co-host, very best friend and fellow advocate, Simon Scott.
Hello, thank you so much for joining us. This week we are testing out Neurodivergent Diagnostic quizzes.
Yo, dude.
Hello, man. How's it going? You okay?
Yeah, still trying to recover from our therapy session last week. It was heavy. We've had a few heavy episodes, man. It's been emotional. It has been emotional.
It has. We did that thing where we were like, we think we'll have some guests again, and then we were just like, right, only guests for a few weeks, and heavy content as well. I hope you guys that have listened to it have enjoyed it, and if you haven't, go back and listen to our episodes with Anthony and Ashley. But pre-warning, they are on the heavier side of the neurodivergent experience.
That made me angry.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. One made me angry, and the other helped me with my anger.
Oh, dude, I felt really zen after the one with Ashley, but I also had a really big nap after we recorded that episode because I mean, we've had amazing comments about that episode, and people have said, putting yourselves out there, and I feel really seen, and you've helped me process stuff, but also people have acknowledged how many spoons it must have taken to get through that episode, and I won't lie to you, it was a lot. So we're going to try and have a chill one today.
Yeah, to be fair, I've had 3 hours sleep because my dog had a poopy butt all night long.
Poopy butthole.
Yeah, in and out the bath, and I eventually just end up sitting with him because he wasn't well. So I've been up all night with my doggy. So I didn't have any spoons, not even fresh out. I started with 0 spoons, but I'm hoping to just pick up as we go along. So I was like, let's do something fun and easy. So we're going to do these various neurodivergent diagnostic criteria quizzes, like online. But I mean, these are like from a legitimate source. Like they're not like, oh yeah, no, one on Instagram or some rubbish like that. They're quite legitimate sources, and I've been through them, and they're all legitimate ones that are done. And it's actually an assessment company that are putting them out there. So that's actually pretty good. But yeah, I bought a new pair of Jordans. I just wanted to tell everybody because this is the most interesting pair of Jordans I've bought because you can't buy them in the UK.
Oh, to everybody that's listening, get your Neurodivergent Experience bingo cards out for those that have got Jordan Talks About Jordan shoes. Let's just all circle it now. Yes.
Yeah, it's just circle it now. Yeah, it's Jordan shoe bingo. So yeah, they're Jordan Tatum 3s. They've just been released.
So Sylvia did persuade you to get them.
She did. Yeah, and obviously, I'm a bit of a Celtics fan, But yeah, she's now into the Celtics as well, and we've been watching Starting Five on Netflix, all about basketball, and it's got Tatum in, and I'm like, woo, Tatum.
You're
And
just
she's like,
tamed up.
oh yeah, she's like, oh, he's so hot, and I'm like, whatever makes you watch the basketball, I really don't care.
Yeah,
If you're watching it, if you're watching it because Tatum's hot, to be fair, I'm watching it a little bit because also Tatum is hot, so I'm just like, Tatum is also hot, and but I mean like basketball hot, you know. But yeah, I had to buy them in America and the American Nike website and send them to my sister-in-law, who is then traveling to Poland next year to meet with my wife and then give her the basketball shoes, so I don't actually get them until like July next year.
So you're trafficking Tatums is what you're saying?
No. Well, it's stupid because I actually contacted Nike like on the website, and the guy was like, oh yeah, they're definitely coming. When they did come, they only had children's sizes. That's it. And then so I looked at other places, you know, Sports Direct and all that, and just all children's sizes. You can't buy the Tatum 3s in with the colorway that I want in this country. You can. There is a new colorway coming soon, but it's not the one I wanted. I wanted the green ones. And so, yeah, at the end of the day, I've got plenty of Jordans. I'm not really worried about how long it's going to take me to get them. But I just thought it was quite interesting because I actually might be one of the only people in this country that will have a pair, which is really cool.
Which is always really, 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 really fun.
Yeah. But I won't have the box. So that sucks.
No.
I know.
Oh, it's not the end of the world, is it?
Yeah. No, I mean, it might be.
Okay, everybody, just go on your neurodivergent experience bingo card. Get distracted. Talk about something other than the main topic. We'll all just circle that there.
Yeah. How are you doing? Buying a house. Oh, I'm so excited for you.
Yeah, it's okay, dude. I am currently really struggling with the thing of they go, we need you to send this. And I go, okay. And then I get an email 10 minutes later going, can you send this now? Might just tell me everything you want and I will send it. We don't have to go one at a time. So yeah, I ended up speaking to Ashley again, which was amazing. And I was saying to her, I have a busy life for a neurotypical, let alone a neurodivergent right now. So I have a lot of balls I'm juggling. I'm good. I'm tired. I've got a burnout cold. Currently, you may hear it in my throat. That's just burnout. And busy. So this is distracting me because this is fun.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it. I can't believe how awake I am considering what I was feeling about an hour ago.
You look more awake than I do, and I've had a full night's sleep, but I still feel I've got that like hangover-y sort of feel, you know, when you wake up and your eyes are like, I'm just literally like the most hyper person you can imagine. I wish I had your energy.
Just before we start, I just want to explain to everybody why I am no longer the autistic photographer.
Oh yeah, we'll just mention that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I've wanted to change the name on my Facebook page, and it has nothing to do with the fact that it says autistic, and everything to do with the fact that it says photographer. So I am neurodivergent. I'm not just autistic. I'm autistic, ADHD, dyslexic, lots of things. Okay, so I'm neurodivergent at the end of the day. But I was always proud so much of the fact that I'm autistic because I really do put the fact that I'm autistic and hyperfocus into the fact that that's why I'm so good at photography. I got so good so quickly. But at the end of the day, my page has massively grown from way more than just photography. It's grown from advocacy, from being a specialist, being a speaker. I'm an author as well. Obviously, I've got my book out, and now I'm a podcaster, and I'm putting out reels for this podcast. And I'm just like, this isn't really just a photography page. I'm not just a photographer because photography is my hobby. It's my favorite hobby. It's the hobby that I'm best at, and I am a semi-professional. But it doesn't really define me. Photography doesn't define me. Being autistic doesn't define me, but it does describe me. So I just wanted to sort of be out there and go, look, I'm Jordan James, and I kind of wanted to do something different with it. And then I pressed save, and then it went, oh, you can't change this for 60 days. And I was like, oh, I was going to put something on the end of that, and I don't know why I pressed that. Do you know what it is? It's that I just like touching the screen, and I have that annoying thing where I keep touching the screen because it's like stimmy. So I'm just like rubbing the screen and I'm just touching it, and I'm like, oh, now it just says Jordan James, and it feels like I'm just sort of random person. And loads of people unfollowed me because I think they didn't know who the hell this was.
Thought you'd been hacked or something.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Like I was kind of taking it as like RSD personally. It's like, oh, people don't like me anymore, but it wasn't that. It wasn't that. I mean, maybe they didn't. I don't know. But I've grown. It's fine. I got a lot of responses. Loads of people, literally thousands of people, were saying like that they were still here and supporting me. And it was actually a wonderful thing. But I will change it once the 60-day period. I don't know, it's 60 days. Once that period is up, I'm going to change it to, neurodivergent specialist and photographer, because I love photography, but I'm also a neurodivergent specialist.
Yeah, you're so much more than being a photographer.
Yeah, it's something I'm also super proud of. So that's that. Let's get on with the bloody episode.
Disclaimer over, as we were, everybody. Let's get on with these quizzes, shall we?
Yeah,
so if you guys, if you want to do it along, if you're driving your car, if you're in the gym on the treadmill, maybe, safety first. Safety first. But if you're just, relaxing at home with a nice cup of coffee, some candles lit, sensual, or whatever, what you can do, guys, is you can go over to the embraceautism.com website, which is run by Dr. Natalie Engelbert and Eva Silverstone. They're both diagnosed people, but they've made these little quizzes, as Jordan has said, which, may potentially lead to an autism assessment as or wherever this is set. It's not that deep. We're just doing some quizzes just to see how it goes. So, which one should we do
fun
first?
Oh my God.
Yeah, we're trying to have some fun. We're just trying to have some fun, guys.
Do you know what? This tiredness is really hitting me now.
Uh-oh.
I went full in, and now I'm like, oh.
Oh, you got a bit hot. Now you've
Don't worry. Don't worry. I just
deep
have
breaths,
to answer.
everybody. Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
My goodness me. Whew.
It's only reading.
Tired.
It's fine. We can do it.
Okay, right. So we're going to start with the autism one. I sent you the 50 question one. You went, no. And I was like, oh.
I was like,
okay.
I don't want to answer it all.
50 questions.
Yeah.
So apparently the in-between isn't 25, which is what I would have thought. It's just 10. So there's 10 questions to know if you're autistic or not.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, these are just like screening questions, and they're pretty standard. They are the actual official ones. So this isn't like a neurotypicals version of what an autistic person is. This is the medical version of what an autistic is.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's any better, but
yeah.
Let's crack on. So let's do them in turn. I'll read the first one, you read the second, and so on and so on. So,
okay,
yeah.
Just before we begin, Dr. Engelbert does say about this quiz, 4 out of 5 for appropriate and respectful wording, 2 out of 5 for clarity and lack of ambiguity, but 5 out of 5 for testing accuracy.
Perfect. Okay, and here we go, everyone. If you want to do this with us, it is the AQ /10. Is that a forward slash or is that a dash?
Hyphen.
No, dash. That's a dash.
Hyphen.
Dash James. I'm changing my name again.
Dash James. All right,
Dash
question
James.
number 1. Oh, I'm glad we're back to having fun, but also people are like, just focus, guys.
That's my Jordan Dash James. Anyway.
Dash.
Okay, here we go. I promise. Right. I often notice small sounds when others do not. Oh, definitely agree.
Yeah, I am also a definitely agree. I had a 6-month battle during COVID of going, what's that bloody buzz? It was my fridge.
Okay. I was called Radar when I did a job thing at school, where you go and volunteer for a job. Yeah, and it was
free labour.
Yeah. Basically, cool. It was a game testing company, and
Ooh,
I was
mate.
Oh, mate, it was awesome. A Bullfrog. They made a theme hospital.
Yes, I know what that is. Okay, question number 2. When I'm reading a story, I find it difficult to work out the character's intentions.
I've never really understood this, but I kind of think of it as also if you're watching a movie.
But this is the thing, is when I watch a movie, I can tell the character's intentions, but when I'm reading a book, I'm just kind of reading
I don't read books, I listen to them, so I don't know if that counts. Okay, I'm going to slightly disagree, because I definitely know what people are doing in books.
I'm going to put slightly agree, I think.
Cool.
Okay.
Number 3, I find it easy to read between the lines when someone is talking to me.
Describe reading between the lines. What is reading between the lines?
Yeah, it doesn't say. It just says read between the lines.
I
guess it's taking yeah, well, I mean, I always have more questions. That's part of being me. But yeah, I think it's basically if someone's talking to you and there's something else they're trying to say, but they're not saying it, can you figure out what they're trying to say?
Oh, not even.
The answer
no.
for me is slightly disagree.
Yeah,
because it just depends on the person and how well I know them. But if it's a stranger, literally.
Question number 4.
Like, say facts. Go on.
I usually concentrate more on the whole picture rather than the small details.
Yeah, no, I'm all about the details, man.
Yeah.
That's why my photography is like it is, because it's the details. It's picking out that small part of a huge scene.
Yeah,
that's why most of my photography is like very detailed. But I do like a grand vista every now and again.
This is the thing, is I can see the whole picture, but I zoom in so much on a small detail that detail becomes the whole picture.
I like that. 5, so me, that's definitely disagree. 5, I know how to tell if someone listening to me is getting bored. No idea.
Yeah, this is why I do a podcast, so I can't see them.
Yeah, I am getting better at it. But again, it's people that I know. And the other day I was talking to someone and they literally fell asleep. Nice. I was like, and that's what it took. Before that, he must have been nodding.
Did you think he was just agreeing with you?
Oh, I didn't know. I don't know. I was like, oh, he must be a bit tired, but if he wants me to stop talking, he can just say stop talking, because just say the words. But now he literally just went boom, and I was like, oh, now I understand. So the answer is probably, I know how to know if they fall asleep. So
yeah, I'm going to say slightly disagree, because I can only tell if I know the person. It's like reps.
It'd be so funny if they fell asleep and I just carried on going.
He just woke up and he's like, oh, he's still going.
I'd be like some person in a coma and I'll be like, I'll talk to them, it's fine. Number 6, I find it easy to do more than one thing at once. Definitely disagree. Oh, it depends what it is.
It depends what it is.
It really does.
I listen to this as we're recording it, and my eidetic brain is opening up the edit window as we speak and going, oh, we'll do all of that. I do it a lot less than I used to.
I'm going to put slightly disagree, because again, it depends what it is.
It depends what it is. Because I can do lots of things at once. It just kills me. It just drains me. That's the problem.
If you give me 2 tasks that I haven't done before, I'm screwed.
Oh,
but if you give me 2 tasks that I'm good at, I'm fine. So I'm going to put slightly disagree. Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Number 7. Oh, it's you. Sorry.
It's fine. I find it easy to let other people read questions. No, sorry. So sorry. It was there. I had to say it. Number 7. I find it easy to work out what someone is thinking or feeling just by looking at their face.
No, because I don't look at people's faces.
Definitely disagree.
Definitely disagree. I'm like, I don't care about it. Oh, no. Again, it depends. Like, if I'm looking at Sylvia, I know exactly what she's thinking. But she's the only one.
Yeah, it's Caris, it's my mum and my dad. And that's it.
So let's assume stranger. Let's just assume stranger.
No, I need to know. I need to know them.
Yeah.
Next.
Number 8. If there is an interruption, I can switch back to what I was doing very quickly. Absolutely not.
No, definitely
How is that an autism question and not an ADHD question? That's what bugs me. That is the most ADHD thing that I do, is just go off on a fucking tangent. And by listening to this, you probably have heard me do that right now.
Yeah, this is the thing that I like about how we do this, is I don't think you could get any more real. We're just ND folk unmasking with microphones on. Yeah, I just get so distracted, dude.
Definitely disagree.
Definitely disagree. And if you are somebody that definitely agrees, I want to hear from you. So
yeah, how?
Yeah, we will
teach me.
Yeah, guys. So if you're listening on Spotify, there is a comment section that you can do it, or just comment on any posts. I would actually really be interested to hear people's scores and what they put on these questions.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, let's hear. I want to hear from you. Okay, question number 9, or is it your go? I can't remember.
No, it's your go.
All right. Okay. Yep. Cool. I like to collect information about categories of things. Definitely.
I know it was my go.
Agree.
Okay. Absolutely agree. Yeah, definitely agree. I like to collect information about categories of things. I want to just rephrase that and just say I like to collect things because I don't collect. I don't do that, but I collect lots of things, and I definitely think that is because I'm autistic. So
I'm definitely an information collector. I love information.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I am when it comes to neurodivergence. That is literally how I became a neurodivergent specialist and, things. Number 10, I don't know where I was going with that. Number 10, I find it difficult to work out people's intentions. Oh, God, yeah. We are classed as vulnerable people because of this exact question, because we don't know if people are genuine or not. Whereas, like I have been hurt so many times in my life, and I'm like, no, I've learned from this experience. And then 5 flipping minutes later, I'm doing the exact same thing.
So this is
the exact same way. And I'm like, oh, I just got hurt again. Don't worry, I've learned from this experience. And it's like a stuck record. It's just playing over and over. I do not know people's intentions. I always assume that they're good, and Sylvia always assumes that they're bad.
I'm in the bad category. I always assume the worst of everybody and then work my way up.
I'm so
I'm working
friendly.
on it. I am working on it.
But don't poke me because
don't poke the bear.
You can hug the bear, just don't poke the bear.
Yeah, feed the bear, hug the bear, don't poke the bear.
So I definitely agree with that. I find it difficult to work out.
I'm going to say slightly agree because I would say pre-diagnosis definitely agree. But over the past year or so, I feel like I've gotten a lot better at reading people's intentions because I don't know, I kind of feel like I get the game now. So I'm not very good at playing the game, but I can see the game being played.
Oh, see, I made my own game up and just played that. And then people have to play with me. And if they don't, well, screw them. Okay, here we go. Score.
I got 10 out of 10.
9. I got 9.
That's it, Jordan. I hate to tell you, but you're not autistic. I'm sorry.
It says download PDF.
What does my score mean? According to the test, scores of 6 or higher are indicative. I like that. Ooh, feels good in the mouth. Yeah. Are indicative of autism or a significant number of autistic traits.
Why did I download the PDF? I'm like, button.
I'll keep that for later.
Must click button.
Keep that for later. That's nice.
See, this is how I ended up changing my name to something I wasn't expecting to change it to.
I'm stuck with it now.
I am such a touch. Oh, I just touch things.
Do you know this is the thing, though, dude?
But not things I'm not supposed to touch.
It happens. I can give you an example. My mum had a similar thing where she was filling out her ESTA to go to New York, her visa, and she scrolled, and as she scrolled, she ticked the button that said, "Have you been in America illegally in the past few years?" And when she had to go all the way down to London into the American embassy and prove that she wasn't trying to get into the country illegally. We called her El Chapo for years.
Okay, so we know we're autistic. That's not really in question. But yeah, no, that was. I mean, to be fair, this is the exact same one on the RTN screening website. Their screening tool, if you want to get a right to choose diagnosis through your NHS provider in England, this is the exact same one. So yeah, that's so I hope that was helpful to any people out there.
Yes, and if you got more than 6 out of 10, welcome.
Yeah. If you are looking to get a diagnosis or an assessment, RTN. Just
Yeah, use the code RTN23.
yeah, that's who we went with for my family. Okay, so that was that one. This one I really like. Obviously, we both agreed to do this one because that's why we're doing it. So this is masking, essentially camouflaging.
And I'll put all the links of these in the episodes, guys, so you can do it along wherever you are.
Camouflaging is the more acceptable terminology for masking. I mean, I still say masking because I'm talking about myself, but I like the idea of camouflaging. I think that is actually a quite a good one.
Just makes me think of the Predator though when he like goes invisible.
Yeah, but I mean that's cool though. So
it is sick. It is pretty sick.
Yeah.
You're so tired. Okay, let's do this test. Right, cat Q, everybody. Let's all press it together. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so Dr. Engelbert's rating, great name. Appropriate and respectful wording, 5 out of 5. Clarity and lack of ambiguity, 3 out of 5. Testing accuracy, 5 out of 5. So I count that as 13 out of 15. That's quite high.
Okay, well, this will be interesting because obviously I don't mask anymore. I mean, I'm going to answer this as if I'm not at work because I mask at work.
Yeah, same.
Oh, I mean, you got to. I think every human does. Neurotypical, neurodivergent. I think everyone puts on a mask when they go to work because you have to, and that mask comes off on social media.
And if you don't, how's it going? How's it going?
Yeah, how's it going? How many jobs have you had this week?
Yes, how is employment going for you?
Is your name P45?
Oh, sad but true.
Question 1, if everyone's ready. When I am interacting with someone, I deliberately copy their body language or facial expressions. I don't know what happened there. When I'm interacting with someone, I deliberately copy it. No.
Does this come under echolalia? Because I have a habit of copying people's accents.
No. Echolalia is literally an echo. That's what it's called, echolalia.
Right. Cool.
Because it's just voice. So yeah, body language and facial expressions. No, but I have seen people do it. And I might have done it in the past, but I definitely don't do it now.
I'm going to put neither agree or disagree.
I'm going to put disagree rather than strongly disagree because I don't look at myself when I'm looking at other people because there's no mirrors around. I just assume that I'm not.
Question number 2.
Yeah, you.
Thank you. I monitor my body language or facial expressions so that I appear relaxed. I strongly agree with that.
Do I appear relaxed?
Jesus.
Disagree.
I will try and act relaxed that I will actually put myself in a state of stress.
Oh yeah, my fake smile looks like a serial killer.
Was it like the Moses like smile where he's like really tries to get it out?
No, I probably look like that actual movie Smile, the horror movie.
Ooh, the second one looks very good.
If you say so. Number 3. I rarely feel the need to put on an act in order to get through a social situation. Okay, so this we can bring work into, I suppose, because that's pretty much the only socializing I do is when I go to work.
Yeah.
But also I have to admit when I do talks and stuff, there is a certain amount of masking that I do have to do because a lot of them, I do like school talks and stuff. I'm around kids. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to start swearing. And not swearing is definitely me masking because I am a swearer.
You are a swearing trooper.
Beep, 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 beep. I basically if I swore in this podcast, it would literally sound like Morse code most of the way through.
That's why the edits used to take so long when I first started, because you were getting used to not swearing. I was like, oh, this is just, we'll take 10 minutes out here.
So I really feel the need to put in an act. I just disagree.
I disagree. I don't strongly disagree because this is, when they go, do you take things literally? And I'm like, I don't take things literally.
This is where my brain's all messed up. I rarely feel the need to. Oh, no. Yeah, I disagree. Oh, my God. I was going to say, what's wrong with me? I know. I'm tired. Number 4. It's you.
So it is. I have developed a script. Sorry, I was reading. I have developed a script to follow in social situations.
No, not at all.
But
Strongly disagree.
I wouldn't necessarily say but this is the thing. I'm taking it literally, aren't I? Because when I think script, I think what we write to kind of help us with this. I don't think a script of like, but then in my brain, I have got a hello, how are you? Fine, thank you. Like, I do have a bit of a safety blanket.
I am known at work as the will answer but won't ask. So everyone's like, oh, good morning, how are you? I'll go, yeah, I'm great, thanks. And that's the end. Like, I don't care how they are. Like, it's not that I don't like them.
Somewhat agree.
I mean, but I don't care how they are because I don't understand why they care how I am. I mean, the answer is always going to be the same. I'm tired.
Yeah.
That's I just live in a perpetual state of tiredness. This is my extreme tiredness, whereas my balance is normal tiredness. But I don't know what it's like to be not tired.
Tiredaholic.
Yeah. 5, I will repeat phrases that I have heard others say in the exact same way that I first heard them. Yeah, I've copied accents and stuff. Oh, do you know what? Like, when I used to go up to Chelsea to watch the matches, as soon as I passed into London, I started talking like that.
What, son?
Well, the thing is, mate, is that I can easily talk like that because this is how my old man used to talk.
Yeah, it's
and
mimicking.
To be fair, I just started talking like that, and then I was told that you can't talk like that. You got to be sorry. So then I started speaking like this, and of course, when I started speaking like this, everybody called me a posh twat, and I was like, oh, that's fine. So I'm either a commoner or I'm a posh twat. So now my accent is somewhere in between. I'm sort of London gangster with an education. That's how I view my voice.
But I kind of get that because living in London for the majority of a decade, I have picked up a few colloquialisms, and I have noticed living in Manchester that things are getting a bit drawn out and things like that. But I am a mimic. I'm a total mimic. Even the case of like where we were just saying like echolalia. If somebody tells me a joke, it's like my grandpa used to tell loads of jokes. Every time I retell the joke, I don't tell it in how I would tell it. I tell it in exactly the same way that he would tell it. The inflection, the pauses, everything. It's just pure mimicry. Strongly disagree.
Right. Number 6.
I adjust my body language or facial expression so that I appear interested with the person I'm interacting with.
Oh, God, yes.
Agree.
The worst one is, and I obviously we do have empathy, but that doesn't mean I have empathy for everyone. So at times, it's not that I have to fake empathy because I genuinely, if someone's gone through a really bad thing,
I care, just not about you.
I do care. I do feel sad, but if I don't know them, if I'm not connected to them, I can't really feel that sadness. I just feel sad for them, but I don't feel sad. If you know what I mean.
Oh, my brain light goes, oh no! Anyway, and just wants to move on.
But if something happened to you and you were sad, I'd be sad. I'd also be sad. So I wouldn't have to fake being sad, and I wouldn't, because obviously I'd feel sorry for you anyway that you're going through a hard time. That's like the base level. I do feel sorry for people, but I don't personally feel sad. I just go, oh, that's really bad. And I mean, a lot of time I just get angry by the way people were treated. So strongly agree with that one. In social situations, question 7, by the way, in social situations, I feel like I'm performing rather than being myself. Oh, I tell you what, I am who I am, but sometimes I don't want to be all in. Sometimes I want to step away. And the problem is, because I am so full on, when I've sort of had my moment and I'm having a break and, taking my time to myself, suddenly everyone thinks there's something wrong with me. They're like, oh, it's not his usual self. And I'm like, no, I am absolutely my usual self. I'm just taking a break from the extreme version of my usual self.
It's not that black and white.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, like, if you're playing a sport, you're running, you're really good at running, and then you get tired. You have to have a little break. So that's how I look at it. As every now and again, I need a little break. So yeah, I do put on a performance because I think people expect me to be a certain way, and I do push through my tiredness because I don't want to let people down. So agree.
Yeah. I would say that it's like I kind of, it's that like professional mask. I kind of walk in the room and I'm like, I don't want to freaking be here. And then I go, good morning, everybody. Hello. We're going to have a nice day at work today. We're all going to work really hard. We're going to have a great time. We're going to have a great time, everybody. Great time.
And you're
great
just like,
time. I'm not crying. You're crying. Okay. Question number 8. In my own social interactions, I use behaviors that I have learned from watching other people interacting.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to study reality TV.
Not a good place to watch to
Definitely
learn social
not. I mean,
interactions.
it's probably why I couldn't hold on to friendships, because most of reality TV is people having arguments. So that's what I would do. I would get in social situations and I'd be controversial and say my opinions that I knew would upset other people, because I thought that's what you do in social situations, is everybody has heated discussions, because that's what, I mean, to be fair, most of what I was watching was Come Dine With Me. Sylvia and I were obsessed with that.
What a sad little life,
we nearly were on it. Like, that's how much we were obsessed with it. And I remember, like, people come over to our house, like my cousin and stuff, and my nephew, and they'd be like, oh, that's on again, is it? Nah, guess we're doing a Come Dine With Me evening. And we actually used to pretend to do Come Dine With Me in our house. Okay, so way obsessed. But yeah, definitely. I absolutely strongly agree with that one.
Yes. Yes. I used to watch TV and like just pick up on characters so much. Just absorb like personalities from TV. So I'll put agree, but I used to be a lot more like that. But since I've gone through like the unmasking period, I feel less so.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually. I might have to just put agree, because I used to be super much like that, but now I'm not. Oh, okay. Actually, somewhat agree. Yeah. Tiredness
okay.
now.
Oh, dear.
Tiredness. Yeah. Agree 5 years ago. Okay, but we're doing this now. I always think about 9. I always think about the impression I make on other people. Oh yeah, no, that's 100%. That's still now. Oh,
sorry,
my God.
I was just letting the black and white trauma footage just play through my eidetic memory there. Strongly agree.
Oh, I live that. Especially when I meet like a fan or a follower, and I'm like, was I good enough? Like, did I meet did I meet their expectations, or was I too robotic, or was I too tired?
This was my entire thought process on the way home from Cardiff. I was driving back from the event and was just like, oh God, I hope everyone liked me and didn't think I was a complete and utter arse and just trying to take advantage of people. And I was like, I'm not doing that. Why am I thinking that?
Do you know what? I try and limit my interactions to a bare minimum, because I will put on that happy mask. And it's not that I'm not happy, but I'm like I double down on my efforts, because I'm like, I need to make sure this person doesn't feel bad, because I've made them feel really good. The worst thing that could possibly happen is that now I've made them feel good. Now I make them feel bad. So I super care what people think of me in that situation. But in a lot of situations, I don't care at all. But we're going to go with strongly agree with that one. 10. I need the support of other people in order to socialize. No. I'm bloody brilliant.
Oh.
You do. I'm just going to tell you.
Yeah,
you do.
Strongly agree.
Yeah. You and Sylvia are so similar. It's probably why I love you both.
Yeah.
In very different ways.
I've just realised that this quiz has 25 questions and I really felt a hint of demand avoidance there. But we'll keep going. We'll keep going. Question number 11. I practice my facial expressions and body language to make sure they look natural.
Okay, we can get through these a bit.
I don't think I've ever done
that. My facial.
You ever done that?
No. Strongly.
No, I've never
strongly
done
disagree.
that.
I don't practice. Number 12. I don't feel the need to make eye contact with other people if I don't want to. Strongly agree. I don't make eye contact with people. They can screw themselves.
Somewhat agree, because I'm still learning to not do it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't go as far as like looking at the ceiling when I'm talking to someone, but if I did,
yeah,
I don't care. Yeah. Sometimes I look past them, but I'm generally looking in their direction, but never in the eyes. Never in the eyes.
Never.
This is why I like wearing sunglasses all the time.
Yes, me too. Yeah, just like all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to question 13. I have to force myself to interact with people when I am in social situations. Somewhat agree, depending on if I'm tired or not.
Agree for me. 14. I have tried to improve my understanding of social skills by watching other people.
That sounds like the other question.
Yeah, I feel like it's repeated itself though.
Yeah, so I'm just going to put agree.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of these do that. 15. I monitor my body language or face expressions so that I appear interested by the person I'm interacting with. Again, that just sounds like the other question. I monitor my body language.
Yeah,
and face
I feel like it's just trying to be a bit nuancy now.
Disagree. I don't monitor anything.
Somewhat disagree, because like I find I put my hands behind my back a lot when I'm fiddly, when I'm like getting a bit.
Yeah. No, I mean I don't, but I get what you're saying. Yeah. Okay, 16.
When in social situations, I try and put my teeth in. When I'm in social situations, I try to find ways to avoid interacting with others. Agree.
Disagree. I love interacting with people. I love attention. 17. I have researched the rules of social interactions to improve my own social skills. I have done that.
Yes, I have watched many YouTube videos on how to be likable.
No, I didn't really do that. I just...
Oh, I didn't. No, me neither.
Because that's just weird, man. Who would... like? That's some freaky stuff. No, I'm joking.
I was sad, all right? I was very, very sad.
To be fair, mine was sort of, that worked, that hit and miss, that didn't work, that worked, that upsetting like a whole bunch of people, but really like a whole other people like me. So it's like, oh, you seen that Jordan guy? He's an absolute D word. And it's like, oh, actually, I thought he was really nice. And it's like, yeah, because I got that right with that one. And so, yeah.
Yeah, I've experienced that before.
18.
I am always aware. Oh, sorry. You go.
You go.
I've started, so I'll finish. I'm always aware of the impression I make on other people.
Just no. I'm not
strongly disagree.
Yeah, strongly disagree. I haven't got a bloody clue.
No, me neither.
I just assume that it's bad. Just every time, my mental health takes a massive hit. I keep putting myself in social situations because I enjoy doing it. And then after that, my mental health goes, oh, you were terrible. And then just smashes me in the face.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the only reason I avoid social situations, is because I don't like hating on myself after them. But I enjoy them when they're happening.
I have to admit, the next couple of questions are very repetitive. So
but we've got to get a score.
We'll get a score.
19. I feel free to be myself when I am with other people. Somewhat agree nowadays.
Neither agree or disagree, I will say.
Okay, cool.
Number 20. I learn how people use their body and faces to interact by watching television or films or by reading fiction. If you'd asked me this when I was 14, I'd say strongly disagree. But now, somewhat disagree, because I've done it. But then, if I was taking this test 2 or 3 years ago, I would have put agree or strongly agree.
I'm going to put somewhat agree.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. 21.
I adjust my body language or face expressions so that I appear relaxed. Again, this sounds like a repeat. I'm just like, neither agree or disagree. That's
quite same.
22. When talking to other people, I feel like the conversation flows naturally. Oh, God, no. It is just... No. Me and you, we're getting there. To be fair, this particular episode is definitely flowing really nicely. But most of the time, it's like 70-30 me. And that's only because I'm doing a podcast. Otherwise, it's like 90-10 me. That's true. Strongly disagree. 23, my favorite number. I have spent time learning social skills from television shows and films and try to use these in my interactions. Agree. Yeah.
Yes.
Especially when it comes to friends.
Yes.
The TV show and people in my life.
Yes. Very much so. 24. In social interactions, I do not pay attention to what my face or body are doing. Again, this is one of those you'd asked me a few years ago. I would have put strongly disagree, hyper aware of everything that I'm doing. And now I've kind of just don't care. Somewhat agree, I would say. I'm interested to know what other people's results are for this, because obviously there'll be people like you listening to this that are wondering, where you are in your journey. So it's going to be interesting to see how people answer this.
I've put disagree because I've never. I think that's always been a big problem for me because I'm quite aggressive in my stance because I was bullied. So my whole demeanor is that of like an attack dog.
Yeah,
I literally look like a dog ready to pounce, even when I'm happy, because I'm always cautious and I'm always thinking, oh, that guy's just going to pull a knife out on me. That's literally my bizarre way of thinking. I'm literally walking along and I'm like, that guy's going to pull a knife out on me.
I have that though. Every time somebody walks up behind me, especially when I'm walking with Karis, I'm like, we're going to get mugged. It's just like my go-to.
Yeah, but I mean, that also, because you did get mugged.
Yeah, well, yeah, that'll do it.
That'll do it, which is flipping awful. Who the hell would live in a city? What numpty? Oh, wait a minute. 25. In social situations, I feel like I'm pretending to be, in brackets, normal. No, I can't pretend to be normal because I am normal. So I don't need to pretend to be normal because I am normal. I'm the normal version of Jordan James. That is me being normal. Normal is whoever you are. There is no normal. Normal does not exist.
What
normal
does
is
normal
whatever
mean
you
to
are.
You? Yeah.
Yeah, literally. Normal
Either agree or disagree. I'm just like,
it's a dumb score. 102.
I got 127.
I mean, I definitely unmasked more than you have.
What does that mean?
And camouflaged?
Basically, yes. There's the there's lots. There's reading, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry we've made you do this.
Okay, male total score.
Reverse the score. Oh, there's maths involved. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry we've made you do this.
Oh God, my brain just exploded. A total score of 100 or above indicates you camouflage autistic traits. But other than knowing the threshold, making sense of your scores can be challenging. It may be helpful to compare your results with the average scores of autistics and non-autistics. Okay, but at the end of the day, if you're 100 or above, you're still camouflaging. Now, I definitely think that I answered some of them with the idea that it's like what I did do because I am literally in a weird dream state. So I got confused. But I to be honest, I definitely do mask, but I feel like I have control of my mask and I use it when I have to, and I don't do it unintentionally. I do it intentionally. I know what I'm doing, whereas which makes it not damaging to me. It doesn't damage me like it used to, whereas I used to do it unintentionally. So I didn't know who I really was, but now I definitely know who I am and who my mask is, and I can 100% separate them. And that is really, really a handy thing to do, because at the end of the day, sometimes you do need to mask to make other people comfortable.
Yes,
because at the end of the day, the world is not autism friendly, and we're trying to make it autism friendly. We're doing our best,
but it ain't.
But it isn't. So at the end of the day, if you can mask in certain situations and it suits you, then I that's what I do. Like, I don't know if I recommend it, but that's what I do.
Yeah.
But it's good to know the real you, because at least then you can like go back to that.
Yeah.
So the next quiz we've got is the ASRS-5, which is a very quick ADHD validity test, essentially, from what I'm seeing.
Yes, and you'll be pleased to know the test is designed for people aged 18 and above with an IQ in the range of 80. So,
Is that just 80 and above? Yeah, because technically anything below that is like brain damaged or something like that.
oh dear.
There is a word for it, but it's the R word, and I don't like using it. But that is the technical use of the R word, is an IQ below 70, as far as I'm aware. But going in the direction that the general public seem to be going, it won't be long before that's the average IQ. So let's move on from that. Right, ADHD.
Yeah, so Dr. Inglebert's rated 5 out of 5 for appropriate and respectful wording, 5 out of 5 for clarity and lack of ambiguity, and 4 out of 5 for testing accuracy. So we'll wrap up with this one, guys.
Okay. Number 1. How often do you have difficulty concentrating on what people are saying to you, even when they are speaking you directly? Oh, so much.
Yeah.
Just all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the people that are listening to this have wandered off into another room somewhere while trying to answer this question. Very, very. Can you put very, very often? Is there an option more than very often?
Option F. Okay.
Question number 2. How often do you leave your seat in meeting? I was so tempted to just get up and walk off as I was reading this then, just for comedic effect. How often do you leave your seat in meetings or situations in which you are expected to remain seated?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, sometimes, because if I'm afraid, I won't move. But if I'm bored, I will.
Yeah. That's part of my unmasking, is I just get up and go, yeah, I need to move around. And people are like, that's cool. 3. How often do you have difficulty unwinding and relaxing when you have time to yourself? Oh, often.
Often. I do struggle to let go and just chill out a lot of the time.
I do things that I think, because they're fun, I think, oh, that's relaxing because it's fun. But often the things that I do are fun aren't really relaxing. They're just dopamine seeking. Mm-hmm. So I'm just dopamine seeking, which is fun, but it's not relaxing. Relaxing is like taking a bubble bath and listening to rain noise. Yeah. That's relaxing. Me doing that is a very rare occasion. And I'm actually having my bathroom redesigned to look like a rainforest in order for me to be able to do that, so I can actually relax.
This is why I have Sam cancelling headphones.
Yeah. Number 4.
When you're in a conversation, how often do you find yourself finishing the sentences of the people you are talking to before they can finish them
themselves? That's good, right? That was good.
Yeah. I mean, we could have comedically, I could have just got up and just gone, but like, no, I didn't do the joke, but you couldn't help yourself.
I just talked over you, which has never happened before.
No, never.
No, never.
Ever.
Ever.
Often. Very,
sarcasm.
very often.
Sarcasm.
Yes. Often. Not very often, but often.
Sometimes.
It's when people are explaining something to me that I understand, and then when I realise they're explaining it to me and I understand it better than they do, I cannot wait to pull a parachute on that conversation and just get the hell out of there.
Yes.
Yeah.
5. How often do you put things off until the last minute? Oh,
very often.
Very, 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 very often.
Do they haven't always?
Every bloody time. Okay.
Pressure makes diamonds, baby. Right.
Diamonds in the rough.
Oh, yeah. Right, number 6. How often do you depend on others to keep your life in order and attend to... I don't have an accountant.
Oh, my God.
Alarms on everything.
Sylvia is my full-time carer. When she's not around, I'm like, bugger, what do I do now? I'm just going to sit in the same place and just not move until she gets back in case something bad happens.
Yeah, Karis and I have this game that's called Have You Eaten Today? And we play it every day.
Okay, so very, very often. Okay,
all right, now I put my ego aside very often. Okay,
19.
Oh, I got 20.
Okay.
Winner.
Chicken dinner. Sorry, I don't know.
So, I'm really interested to see what people's results are. And if you are listening to this podcast, being curious about whether you are neurodivergent and you've scored higher than us, surprise! Yeah,
Where's
have
the
fun.
score?
Have fun with that. It's at the bottom. You've got to scroll down.
Scrolling takes time. No,
It's
those are comments. Okay, so what am I ADHD then?
Yes. This shouldn't be a surprise to you.
Oh, it's shocking. Absolutely shocking.
Oh, it's asking you to fill. I'm so sorry, guys. It's asking you to fill documents in. We've just put us audience just in stress.
No, don't do any of it. Just do the fun quiz with us. You can do the other fun quizzes. To be honest, I've definitely been going to, because we haven't had time, but there is one for like demand avoidance. So we definitely going to do that. And I think like soon, we will definitely do that soon, because like that is a big deal.
We've got a lot coming up that we're going to do. Lots coming, guys. Lots
I
coming.
enjoyed that. That was really fun, man. Like it was. I mean, at the end of the day, we knew what we were going to get, but
the results weren't surprising, were they?
Yeah, no. But the fact is that we did this so other people can listen and other people can go, oh, I also do that. I also do that. So yeah, I hope that you did the quiz with us. If you didn't, then well, demand avoidance.
Yeah, that's fair enough. We'll do that quiz another time.
But yeah, no, that was fun. Oh man, I would say fresh out of spoons, but I was never in spoons, so I am deficit of spoons.
Check the freezer for spoons.
Oh,
thaw some spoons
out.
Ooh, chocky wocky, yeah. Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, if you've enjoyed this episode, guys, thank you very much for listening. I'm assuming your quote of the week is "I'm tired."
No, let's do it though. Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
Dogs are great until they diarrhea all night.
Yeah. I don't know
if that's a quote. It's just a fact.
It's a fact.
It's my quote of the morning.
Yeah, that sucks. Anyway, thank you so much for listening, guys. And if you've enjoyed this episode, go back and listen to the other ones if you haven't. And if you've listened to every single one, you're an absolute legend. And I love you. Thank you for sending in all of your comments and for following us on socials. If you've enjoyed listening to this episode, that's great. If you want to watch it, you can go over to our YouTube channel, because I'm posting them weekly now, because I've managed to fight through demand avoidance.
Yeah, I'm really proud of you, man.
Thank you. It took a lot of graft. Yes, we've also got some fabulous merch that you can get at Dolly Daydreams Cheshire. The web link is in our description. You want a hoodie? Go buy one. You want a t-shirt? You want to look sexy and fly like us? Go buy one. The monkey is not a monkey, it's an ape, so you can't get one there either.
No, it's mine. No one's allowed it.
No one else is allowed it.
It's an original and no one else is having one.
It's an OG orangutan.
Just like my Sylvia.
Deal with it.
And just quickly, because I just have started doing these again, I am actually doing photography online lessons. Yes, I am going to share my extremely amazing talent with you lucky people. So please mail me. Yeah, you can email me at autisticphotography162@gmail.com for inquiries. And they're basically just going to be neuro-affirming lessons of how to be a better how to take pictures like me. Lucky you, eh?
If that's what you're looking for,
yeah,
come go get it.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.